Is there? I know in the past he's always, before the time cuts off, he's given you alerts and what to look for. Do you find that helpful?
I do. Yeah, definitely. You got to know what the defense is about to do. And Coach Shanahan does a good job of anticipating that. And so the hints that he gives me in the helmet definitely help.
Is it important to break the huddle and get to the line of scrimmage with enough time to hear all that?
I believe so. We don't have to necessarily, the huddle doesn't have to be broken, but I think we were most efficient when we were in and out of the huddle with some tempo and everybody was communicating on the same page. That's when we were most effective on Thursday night.
Nick, how fast did you move past the Raiders film to get to the Giants film?
Pretty quick. I just enjoyed the weekend with my family and I was ready to go. It was a great experience, but it's obviously on to the next week as this league is. 1 week doesn't make a season, so we have to keep things rolling.
Did you stay in contact with Kyle during the weekend, or when's the first time you talked to him after Thursday or Friday?
Today. Everybody's back in the office today. It's time to get to work, and so we had meetings, we had practice, obviously. And, so it was a good day to get back and get to work.
Did he tell you you'd be starting on Monday?
He did. We discussed it, and obviously the situation is what it is. The team's ready to get to work and treat it like any other week. My preparation doesn't change. This team's preparation doesn't change, and we're excited to keep things going.
Is that exciting for you to get that, to play so well in your first start that you get that second opportunity?
It is exciting. Yes, sir.
The consensus seemed to be that for a guy making his first NFL start, you were amazingly calm, had a little bit of sense of humor in the huddle. You undoubtedly prepared your whole life for that. What was it like to get out there and finally have that opportunity?
It was very exciting. The best part about football is competing with your teammates, and I think if you watch the film, all of us had fun playing together, and that's what it's all about.
Some honest emotion by you afterwards as well when you were being interviewed. What have you kind of reflected on that about that moment?
I'm done reflecting on it, to be honest. It's time to get to the Giants, but it was a very cool moment, and I try to give it everything I have, and when your work pays off, it's exciting.
In this world where everybody sees everything, I'm sure you've gotten a lot of response from people that were happy for you about that moment.
Definitely. A lot of people back home, and obviously the 49er faithful. Everybody's been great supporting this team the past week, and we appreciate everything and all the support we've gotten.
Nick, as you walked back into the tunnel, you had a little emotional moment. Was that just the game, or was there something more?
No, I think it's just everything that this team works for. You finally get a win, you're passionate about it, and people's emotions will show. So it showed.
How much can getting a week of actual practice reps this time around help you and make you better the second time?
Yeah, I'm a believer in the more reps you get, the more efficient you'll be, and I think that'll definitely help. Last week it was a lot of cramming for this team. We had walkthrough practices and just trying to get our bodies right before you can even get your mind right almost. So definitely the more reps will help, and I think we're excited to attack the week and see what the Giants present us.
Nick, has your life changed in any real way beyond the obvious? That you're now a starting quarterback in the NFL, but through the weekend, was anything dramatically different for you?
Obviously there's you get a lot more attention on social media, which I try to stay. I don't necessarily prefer that, but that's part of the job, obviously. So, but no, I don't really worry about the things that don't exactly matter. So the only thing that matters is how the 49ers play on the field, and that's what we're focused on.
You've got a lot more Twitter followers. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Did that worry you last week, the fact that you just didn't have any real practices leading up to that game to prepare for it?
I wouldn't say worry, but you're definitely, you hear about the speed of the game, and I was thinking about that a lot before the first snap. Is it really that fast? What's it going to be like playing the first play of the game out in your head? So definitely some of those thoughts were going on, but then once you get out there, I think the team just kind of, adjusts, and we all adjusted and we all played well.
What was the speed of the game versus what you were, thinking it would be? What was the discrepancy there?
It was pretty fast. Guys are moving, and you got to adjust to it. And if you don't, it'll show. So I think the few times I, did blunder, I guess, it was because I was, a step late, and so I got to pick things up.
Were you an Eli Manning fan at all growing up? Or?
Oh, definitely. I was a huge fan of the Mannings. I watched a lot of their games for sure. So that's exciting.
Did you happen to go to the Manning Passing Academy?
I did, yes, sir.
You did?
What year was that?
The summer, my junior year of college. Yeah, the summer of my junior year.
Going into your junior year?
Going into my senior year.
Did Eli give you any tips?
I think the coolest thing was just watching him throw. You know, they have the college quarterbacks work out and throw, and Eli hopped in to work out with us. And so to see how he moves in the pocket, he's got very quick feet, and, you know, it's very just smooth. And so I definitely remember sitting there just watching him throw, and took that all in.
Yeah, how do you go about, do you get an invite? How do you go about going to the Manning camp?
Yes, sir, you get invited.
Was that, I mean, when that invitation came, was it pretty thrilling for you?
It was. The way Archie presents the invitations, it was very exciting for me, yes, sir.
How did he present it?
He just gives you a call. So you just get a call one day from obviously a great former quarterback, and so it's pretty cool for all the college guys to get to attend that.
Do you get like a heads up, like, hey, if it's an unknown number, you should probably pick up?
I don't remember, to be honest, but that was the case, yes, sir.
Who were the other QBs that year that you went?
There were about 30 guys, so it'd be hard to list all of them, but I know there were some very prominent and successful quarterbacks there, so it was cool to watch those guys and see how they work and kind of see where I stack up.
Do you like the Mannings better than Brett Favre?
I'm not going to answer that. I like all successful quarterbacks. I admire them.
What did it say about the very first play? They go empty backfield and you're going to pass on the very first down. How long was that predetermined, or did you have options when you got up to the line of scrimmage on that play?
I knew the first play of the game pretty well before the game, and I thought about how they were going to play it, and so I just had to see what the look was and play against it, obviously.
So you know any butterflies, you better get over it in a hurry because you're going to be throwing the ball in the first play.
Yeah, exactly. Why not start fast, right?